Hey, everybody, welcome to this episode of the Disc Golf Answer Man. This one is a general from Julius. Hey,
up,
Disc Golf
Julius?
Answer Man crew, thanks for the great podcast. I love the effort you put into these. My question relates to a situation I witnessed recently. A friend of mine realized how much easier it is to approach with a hyzer instead of going for the straight line. It was great to watch. So my question for each of you is, what was your last disc golf related epiphany? A tweak in your form, a new disc opening up a totally new line, a course that blew your mind. Cheers from Germany.
That's a good question.
So real quick, and you didn't ask about this, but I want to touch on this because I was playing with somebody the other day in bag tags. And if he's listening, I apologize. I'm not picking on you whatsoever. I noticed that he had a flick shot, right?
Mhm.
And I couldn't tell what disc it was, but it had to be something I think that was super overstable. But he would really turn that thing over, and it would have a big old curve and come right back. And it seemed like that was a shot he used a lot. And it seemed to work sometimes. But my thinking was, man, if we were in a wooded course,
Yeah, you're pigeonholing yourself for sure.
you're not gonna if that's a shot in a mold that you rely on, man, what are you gonna do when you need it to go super straight? So you need to tell your friend to not rely on that hyzer shot so much. And that's something I have had to work through myself when it comes to up shots, because I rely on that suspect a lot for the little bit of hyzer. I need to figure out ways sometimes where I need to go straight at the basket and get it right under the basket. So the epiphany that I had, I've already kind of shared, so I won't go over it too much, is I'm not going to throw anything over high speed or over a speed 12 for a while now.
Mhm.
There's no need for me to grab anything faster because I think I'm just going to be disappointed. I may have a good throw every now and then, but the other day I took everything out of I took the captain out of my
Yeah,
bag.
get it out.
Queen. I was going to try freedom and I decided not to.
Get it out.
I took the queen out of my bag.
Who cares?
And I did perfectly fine. If I needed something nice and overstable, I grabbed my trespass.
Yep.
And it worked really well for me. So that was my epiphany. Now, will this be different in 6 months when I go for the World Championships in Vermont?
Dang.
Maybe I'll pick something different.
You're playing Worlds in Vermont? Dude, I'm so excited for you.
I know.
The place is beautiful. It's
I'm
so
excited.
awesome. I hope that we get to play it even just once or just part of it or even throw one frisbee. Anyway, my last disc golf epiphany. That's a really good question. Man, I don't know. I think the one that I've had most recently was just I guess revisiting a point that I had maybe forgotten about some. I was out playing Jones East and I was throwing okay, not great. Scoring okay, not great. And we got to hole 16. It's that downhill 375. And I grabbed my EMAC Truth and I was like, you know what? I am going to pick my target. I always talk about picking my target, and then that's the only thing that I think about, right?
Yeah.
I said, I'm going to pick my target, and then I'm going to follow through on that line so much that it's going to feel ridiculous, right? I'm going to throw it and then just follow through all the way until my arm is way back around behind my back. And I did that, and I put it like on the pole. It could not have been closer to the basket without being in the basket. And it was just a reminder to me how vitally important it is to follow through. If you don't follow through, you're not taking full advantage of the shot, and you're certainly wasting a lot of energy. Like I threw a whole lot of shots this weekend, and if I didn't follow through on some of them, I just wasted some physical energy just to have a bad result. If I follow through, even if I miss the line, at least I gave it a chance to do what it was supposed to do. So yeah, following through is more important than I think you ever would give it credit for.
Yeah. Yeah, that's a big one. There's times on my putting that I forget. I'm like, man, you're not. I'll as soon as I release it, I'll be like this. I'm like, what are you doing? You're not following
Right,
through.
yeah.
Gotta follow through.